would not do that tactic for this minion. Alright? This minion you just want to try and get. But for these minions, you would wait for the caster minion to throw his arm back, and then so that you can pick up the hit, while usually all three of the caster minions target a single minion. So while all three of the minions just throw their ball and hit the dead corpse, like whenever you miss a minion kill and you hit the corpse. That is a strong and subtle way of pulling a lane. Another way is if they're not getting farm, if they're not even attempting to farm, why do you need to farm? No, I'm serious. If they're not even trying to farm at this point, if they're just, just use your skills to harass, zone them out if you can, and play passive at first, because if you're not skilled enough to be able to time your shots nice and quick like that, which it's hard, it's really hard. Austin's been our AD carry, and we've been practicing our farm for, I'd say, just about 8 hours a day. This game, this was our second or third week focusing on farm and focusing on pulling the lane. This is literally days, and just whole chunks of days, because we play 8 hours a day every day. This is weeks of work to know exactly when the minion will die, and time it so that your auto attack will hit the minion before your minions take the kill. Now, of course, you miss it sometimes. Every now and again, you will always miss some. But if you are not at that level, then and your opponents aren't farming really that fast, or they're not hitting the minions at all or anything, then don't worry about it. I mean, farm is great, farm is important, but you can sacrifice a little bit of farm every now and again. You can sacrifice farm to keep a lane in center. You can sacrifice farm to keep a lane here. And that makes it so that what are the odds of the champion running from here all the way back to here without dying, or without getting away with an inch of life? Honestly, there's three of you, especially if you have a jungler that has a fear or a stun or a snare or a slow. Even if they flash, which Lee Sin does, if you remember, he flashes, it's so hard to get away. And then you can farm. You can farm that entire minion wave, and you can push it right on down to their turret, so that all these minions die and give off 0 experience to the people who are gone, and gold if they even try, and they'll also do a little bit of damage to the turret. It's a win-win. So that's all I've got to say about that. There's some stuff later on. Ooh. Okay, good. That didn't last very long. Okay. So watch the minion wave. You see the caster minions are way up front here. You see it's a little bit of a distance. It's not like an uber amount, but it's giving you a tell that the lane is pushed. It's even more pushed now. Okay, now here is a tactic that, well, if we get to it, hold on, we might even fast forward a bit. Yeah, let's fast forward. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. Keeping the lane right. Actually, this is actually good. This is good for you to watch. Just Just watch. See how Caitlyn is getting at the very last second? See how Malzahar is farming faster than her, and he doesn't even realize? Ah, here. Here we go. This is what I want to point out. So, the minions have aggroed onto me. I thought they aggroed onto Caitlyn during this game, but it doesn't matter. A turret has a range and a circle. There we go. I actually got it that time. It's a circle. Okay, which means minions that are champions and minions that are here will not be targeted by the turret. Okay? The minions have aggroed onto me. Instead of going straight on up for the next wave, they would get here. They get about right here. Actually, I think this is a little bit of a glitch. I don't think that minion's actually there. So if the minions get to here, the turret will start auto-attacking, and it'll kill this minion. It'll hit it, and Caitlyn will have to recognize really quickly that it'll die with a single minion hit. So it might be lost. And if it isn't lost, this one is. One of these two will be lost because Caitlyn doesn't attack fast enough for it. Not really. It's a big risk. So, on to my point. Instead of allowing the minions to go straight on up, the minions have aggroed onto me. If you notice, I should be going this way, right? Because that's where it is. But the minions are following me, so they're following me over here. They'll actually, look at that. See? I stopped basically the entire minion wave with bam, bam. Because your champion, if you lane, like if you're at top lane, which is the only, well, if you're blue top lane, well, no, if you're purple top lane, because blue has to usually protect here. So if you're purple top lane, what you can do to make your lane push even further is when you're waiting at the turret, you stand here and you push the minions out with your character body, yeah? So that they take less time, they take more time to get to the center, which is less attacks they're doing. Same basic principle I'm doing here. They're aggroed onto me, so I'm forcing them this way, and then I'm forcing them to stop. See, they're going to be stuck right there, well out of range of the turret, which means Caitlyn is going to get all of these minion kills. This tactic is called pulling the minions. Yeah? Caitlyn is free to farm each of these kills now. And when they aggro onto her, she'll continue to force them to chase after her this way. Now, you want to be careful when you do this, because minions do damage. I just want to say that right now. Minions do damage. And when minions do damage, that's less health that you have to, well, sustain. And you'll see exactly how big that is later. But after some glitching here, we'll talk about more about harassing as well. Caitlyn should actually be farming faster right now. She should be using her Piltover, she should be using everything, because her minions are dead. See that? She missed that one. I had to pick that one up, otherwise we lose it. She got that one. She got that one. She got that one. She lost that one. And now these ones are out of range, but she still lost that one. She got that one. So, you know, we're not perfect yet. Need to farm a little bit more. But here is the big thing. Skarner is here. And Skarner is here with blue buff and red buff. Red buff, in addition to doing damage, also slows. So his auto attacks are going to be slowing both of these champions, and his Crystal Slash is going to be slowing the enemy champions. The Crystal Slash is the one where he pounds the ground around him, has that little circle thing around him. That's Crystal Slash. It slows. So let's watch. Look at how low Lee Sin is. Look, and he's overextended. He is not getting out of here. I use a CV to ensure we see it. We both aggressive flash, aggressive flash, aggressive flash. Bam. And Malzahar will get away because we didn't feel like diving that turret, which is good because, let's see here, Letterfester took a bar of health, of damage. Caitlyn took half a bar of health. I took no bars of health. We lowered Malzahar down to half health. We've zoned him out of all of this gold and all of this experience for free. For free. Literally. We even got a kill out of this. For free. We didn't take any damage. That is a good gank. That is a successful gank. And I want you to look at this, and I want you to say, you know, go back if you have to every now and again. I slowed it down for you so that you can watch it over and over again. Why is it successful? What happened? Why did they fail? Why did they die? Well, they were way up here. Another part of it was harassment, which we're going to talk about another time. Alright, so that should be just about everything that you need to know about pulling a lane. Well, if you don't know right by now, one way to stop your way of auto-attacking is by hitting the S key. That's your stop key. It'll stop you moving, it'll stop your attacking, it'll stop everything. Hence why it's the stop key. Oh, here's a bit of a problem. We've got a huge minion wave right here, and Lee Sin is trying to stop that minion wave's advance onto his turret, when really he should just be pulling the minions, because minions do damage, and Malzahar will be able to farm every single one of these minions before they get to the turret. You can see that there's their minion wave. Their minion wave would have intercepted the caster minions right about here, and he would have lived. So when you pull minions, you want to be very careful about where you pull them and when you pull them. Pulling them, taking all of that damage right in the center of the lane, makes you very vulnerable to, characters like Caitlyn using her Piltover and not having to worry about missing, really, because there's just you. Or even Morgana's snare, because her snare hits minions. If there's no minions around, then she can just hit you nice and quick. So you want to be really careful when you're out in the open like that. So instead you want to make sure you get them to follow you up a little bit. But that's about everything. Thank you for watching this really long video. There's just a lot to go over. Next video we'll do something. I haven't decided completely on what we're gonna do next video, but I've got a couple of things in mind. So thank you for watching again. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good jazz, and I will see you guys next Tuesday.